Welcome to the Friday Night Lineup, a show about two friends reminiscing on TV shows and movies from our childhood and teenage years that would typically air on a Friday night.
We decided to do the intro together because it's a special occasion. It's our 10th episode and our final episode of season 1.
That's right. We'll be taking a brief break next month from uploading to do some revamping to the podcast, as well as bank some more content for you guys.
And we decided to close this season out with one of our favorite movies, Rugrats in Paris, the movie.
Get the colon. We talked about how the movie made us so emotional, the smart jokes they included, and we did a little show and tell, some nostalgic Rugrats merch.
And like always, we ended the episode with the quiz to see how much we actually remembered from the movie. Thank you for joining us all season long, and we can't wait to come back on June 4th with season 2 for all of you.
We hope you enjoy the season finale. And with that,
roll the intro. Hello, Sharissa.
Oh, sorry. Hello, Jessica.
This is our 10th episode.
Woo!
And
I almost said yay. We don't yay here. We woo.
We woo. My bun. Wow. Anyways, it like went. Anyways, this is you can say season finale.
Yes. We won't be uploading anything to the podcast platforms, but we are still going to be active on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe, youtube.com. Well, no, we don't have /TFNL yet, but just look up the Friday Night Lineup and you'll find us. We don't have the domain yet.
No, we don't have the following yet, but we'll get there.
Yes,
Hopefully.
But we are ending things with a bang. We watched Rugrats in Paris, the movie, which I didn't know that was the title.
Was it really?
It is Rugrats in Paris, the movie.
The movie. Wow, didn't think of that. Wow.
No one adds the movie.
No, I just say Rugrats in Paris.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all it is.
Sense. I'm going to read a little synopsis of the movie, and it's a little bit long, so it's not a synopsis, but it's a nice little button statement on what the movie is about.
If you don't know.
Yes, if you don't know, now you know. But this isn't a complete plagiarized statement. I did rewrite a lot of it, but I liked the first sentence, so I kept it from Google. Thanks, Google. In the long-running animated series' second featured film, the focus is on the show's perennial second banana, Chucky. After the wedding of Tommy's grandpa Lou, Chucky is in the quest to find a new mom in hopes that the Bob father, aka Angelica, will deliver his wish. And that wish may soon come true as the babies and their parents go on a European adventure when Tommy's dad, Stu Pickles, is summoned to Paris to tend to his malfunctioning Euro Reptar Land dinosaur animatronics. There is when they meet Euro Reptar Land manager Coco La Bouche. I don't speak French. What is her name?
Wasn't
Coco.
it like I just Coco.
La Boucher, I think is, who suddenly gets interested in single Chaz, aka Chucky's dad, from the help of the Bob father herself, Angelica. But these are no dumb babies here. They know something fishy is going on with Madame Labouche, and they go on their quest with their new Paris friend, Kimmy, and find Chucky a new princess mother. After all, a baby's got to do what a baby's got to do.
Nice.
Manipulation, plot twists, and chaos ensues in the city of gaslighting, and will all be revealed at the altar of the Notre Dame Cathedral, and leave us with the age-old question, who let the dogs out? I present to you Rugrats in Paris, the movie. Let's get into it.
I mean, first of all, I watched The Godfather recently, like last November. So now I get the jokes. Like I was dead. Like I was dying laughing because I was watching it with Vicente.
Yeah.
And I remember like that, the whole scene of her is like it's so ridiculously like the movie. I was dying.
Yeah, I think I've seen like the scene. I know the scene.
But did you see the horse head?
No.
So the twins, I think, come in with a horse head.
Oh, and that's a reference to the movie?
It's a
Man.
If you know, you know. It's a reference to the movie. I was dying. Basically, he gets like betrayed. I think I forget now, but the guy's prize horse, his head, you know, kablunga, and is left for him to see. So that's why I was dying when they showed the little horse cut out, because that was just iconic.
I know there were so many moments, and I'm pretty sure we'll get into them, that go over your head as a kid. So I highly suggest not even rewatching this once. Rewatch it a couple times. So I only watched it once, like a few minutes before we started recording. So I know I missed a lot, but I highly suggest you rewatch this movie. And it's not like the throwaway innuendos either. Like it was one when Chaz was talking about, oh, this isn't my first time in Paris, Paris, France. I went to Paris, Texas. And I'm like, just things like that. I missed that line as a kid. And so just, it's some smart humor to it that isn't necessarily, you know,
like even when he was on the dating site, I was dying because it's like, but can't go to the state of, what was it?
Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky. Yeah, state of Kentucky. And I was like, oh my God.
That was hilarious.
All those women look sketch.
Yeah, before like when Stu was like helping him on the site, I was like, is it gonna be a bunch of like women in prison?
And then the twins were like, dates, you know, help you go poopy or something like that. And I was like, oh my goodness.
That was hilarious.
You want to know what part I remembered?
What?
The freaking song.
Oh,
the
no.
Sad song.
No.
That was what I remembered the most. And I was like,
I remember it too, but I didn't remember it hitting like that. I don't know if it's just my emotional intelligence has developed since 6, but I'm just like, yo, it's so sad.
It is.
How dare they?
I was like, oh.
Within like the first 10 minutes too. I'm like, oh, so this is what we're doing.
I was like, this is too much for babies or little kids. Like, I was like, oh. I knew I cried when I was a kid too. I couldn't remember that.
Yeah. So basically the song was at the wedding reception of Grandpa Lou. And it was the part where the moms danced with their kids. Ugh. And
as we all know,
Chucky, as everyone knows, Chucky does not have a mom. Chaz is a single father. So he had no one to dance with. And which brings me to a TikTok that I saw. This girl was talking about she was ready to fight Dee Dee and what's her name? Betty. Dee Dee and Betty for not like saying, oh, come on, Chucky, dance with us. Because they're supposed to be like mother figures. Like, they just left it.
You're right.
Even Angelica, she should have put Angelica on the list too, because Angelica was all like, sorry, Chucky, the game is over with like the Bob father. Because she had to go dance with her mom. I'm like, you guys suck. Like, man. And then like, at that point, for some reason, I thought that Chaz danced with
me too.
Chucky, but they're like, it's getting late. Let's go home. Like, let's just get you out of here, buddy.
I was like, dang. Okay, well, that's unresolved. I kept mixing the movies and the Rugrats movie.
Yeah, because the Rugrats movie is when
Dill was born.
Yeah, and then how'd they get in the 4? If anything, I would think people mixed up 1 and 3.
But
because 3, they're in a forest, right?
That's not when he gets lost. That's different. How did they
meet the wild thornberries then?
They went on a vacation.
The wild thornberries went on vacation?
No. The wild thornberries were where they needed to be. The Rugrats went on vacation.
Aren't they like in the forest all the time?
Oh.
The wild thornberries. They got a whole chimpanzee.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Pet.
They weren't vacationing. The Rugrats were vacationing, but they got. So the whole thing was they tried to get cheaper tickets or something. Or what's his name? Stu. He tried to get cheaper, like be frugal about it. They ended up like shipwrecking on wherever the wild thornberries were.
Oh, okay.
But the other one, if I'm correct, it was. I think I'm
don't
mixing
remember
them
the
up
plot
now.
No, because I'm just saying trees were involved in both, I'm assuming.
Yes,
so that's
yes.
why I'm like,
because I
that's
remember,
why I'm getting confused.
Or was it the same? Or was it 3? I can't remember now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, I mixed them all up. Anyways, because I remember they got lost and then he got with the monkeys, but the monkeys were from a circus. And
that's one.
Yeah. So then that
Yeah.
was that because they were in the. He was like, I wish I didn't have a little brother. Like,
yeah, because he almost fed his brother to the monkeys. Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize
anyways.
how. Yeah. But speaking of cheaper tickets that Stu was trying to acquire, how did they so quickly make I don't know how quick the turnaround was for this trip, but Kira called Stu and was like, Coco needs you down here like ASAP. Get on the next plane to Paris and bring your family. You're telling me all these people had Paris flying money? They had to hurry up and get the baby's passports.
I think
in a nice
she
little
said that,
song sequence.
That was hella funny. But
yeah.
I think it was because she paid for it. The Coco.
So Coco paid for it and then like
said like bring your family and
what's her Angelica and her parents. I forget the parents' name. They upgraded to first class because they were in first class.
Well, duh, because you know her mom is like,
yeah, like, keep that. I
yeah,
then
Angelica's
class.
Like pushing the guy in front.
Yeah,
barfs.
Listen to her Walkman.
Yeah.
Let's get into the soundtrack. Speaking of the Walkman, I need the first one is pressed on vinyl. I'm into collecting vinyls now, guys. Even though I don't have a record player yet, I'm planning on buying one for my birthday. So the records will be played. Don't worry. But the first one's pressed on vinyl. The second one needs to be. From what I remember, the only iconic song in one is Take Me There.
Yeah.
And I think they did like Ooh-ee, Ooh-ah-ah. Whatever song that is.
Oh, I had
Ching Ching Walla Walla Bing Bang. That like that's the whole like song.
I mean, but, that whole like the whole soundtrack. I feel like there's only 2. Let me see. Let me take a look.
I don't even know a lot of the songs in it. Like I'm pretty sure there are popular 90s turn of the century songs like into 2000 because this was released I think November of 2000. So it had a lot of, bands that I don't know. But yeah. Of course Baha Men.
Oh, I mean, hello.
Loved that. But
who let the dog out?
It was scored nicely. And like even the sumo wrestlers singing.
Bruh. Oh, no. You gotta go back because it was when their grandpa was playing that song on his little thingy thing, and then it went into the song.
Wait, what was the song?
I forget the song right now.
I want to say Do the Hustle, but I think that is so wrong. But yeah, I was like, oh, okay, they're getting down at this wedding. But yeah.
Let me see.
Hit after hit after hit. I think there are no skips in this soundtrack. It is so good.
What does it start off with on the soundtracks?
I don't know about the physical soundtrack itself, but just off of the score of the movie. Like the accordion song that went into the wedding song.
That's the way I like it.
There we go. Do the hustle.
And then the Godfather Waltz, and then Big Time Operator. I don't. Which one was that?
Mm-mm. It might be like musical ones that just have a name.
These boots are made for walking. When you love. Is that sad one? Yes.
I think so.
When you love.
Oh my gosh, no.
I was so done.
There's a fun fact about this movie that I know Jessica and probably Phil won't appreciate, that they were supposed to have more musical numbers with the baby singing. And I mean, like it made sense for the one when they're getting ready to go to Paris and when they're on the plane. That made sense. But for them to keep doing that, I'm glad they didn't. But also, I found it hilarious when they were at at the theater for the Reptar play, that Phil was like, I hate it when they sing. I was like, Jessica!
Yep. Yep.
I'm like, oh, I bet she hates this part too.
We are one and the same, my future child.
Oh my gosh. I can't.
But oh man, this movie was just
I'm over here just crying in my notes like
I was
but that's my wish.
I know, I was like, oh poor baby. I was like,
oh man. I love that Chucky was highlighted in this movie.
He was, and then he what was his song when he was fighting? Oh, Chucky Chan.
Oh yeah, Chucky Chan.
Yeah, here comes Chucky Chan. I was like, oh, I remember this.
Yes. Oh my god. Wait, what was I forgot the line. I wrote it down. Oh, martial arts expert of Reptar Land.
Oh,
oh man. I think that was my favorite song, like lined up with the animation. It's like, oh, love it.
The other part that kind of was irritating was that she was trying to get with Chaz and kept calling him Chad, and
she doesn't care about his name.
No,
all.
I mean, she doesn't care. She just wants to show that she has a kid because
and I forgot that whole thing. So I was like, why did she make this? I remember she made the deal with Angelica for her to like spill the tea on Chaz. But yeah, it was because she wanted a promotion at Euro Reptar Land, the company, because the president was leaving. And then the president was like, well, there's other candidates. And it's not just like your work experience. It's like people who are a child at heart, that love children, all this other stuff. So then she was like, well, I'm engaged to a man with a child. I'm like, you think that would give you the one up? Like, you could still be a terrible stepmother. Exact. Like, come on. Well, you know all the stepmothers we see in movies?
Obviously, she was. Like, the way she tried to sabotage was insane.
Yeah.
The way she was using, oh my gosh, what's Kimmy's mom's name?
Kira.
So Kira was from the get soulmates.
Yes.
With Chaz.
They loved the poem. About
the
children.
Babies. Yep. And she had patience for the babies, and she was just really good with the kids, and I really liked that. And I was like, oh, they were just meant for each other from the beginning. And then it was just like, it was pretty cruel for her to treat those babies that way.
I know.
She like trapped them like so far away. She was like,
in like a warehouse. You're talking about at the wedding?
With that weird guy, with her assistant. And
oh my god, the weird. So wait, was that her assistant?
I think so.
Because I'm like, what's Kira then?
Her assistant to the assistant? I don't know.
I know, second assistant. But I remember one thing I forgot to say about like the things that I remember before I got into watching the movie the second time was the scene where they're watching the play and the Reptar malfunctions, and then the assistant guy, he's like has his like a coffee or whatever and like a cookie.
Oh yeah.
I used to do that scene like the guy, but I would have a Shirley Temple and dip a cherry instead of a cookie.
Nice.
Because that was in the phase where I started making my own Shirley Temples at home, because the Shirley Temples at Red Lobster hit. And so my parents just bought maraschino cherries and was just like, pour this in some Sprite. There you go.
There's your
Shirley Temple. There's your Shirley Temple. There. So I would do that. And it would be like 2 parts maraschino cherry juice, 1 part Sprite. Like, it would be so syrupy. And I would just be like, because I'm like, you know, when you remember things from like music is either associated to a memory or like a smell or a taste.
Yeah.
When that scene came on, I was like, why do I taste cherries?
Bruh. And
I was like, oh my god.
Funny.
I forgot. I was like, I didn't have cherries. Like, why do I taste cherries in my mouth?
This unlocked a memory.
That was hilarious.
Wow, that's impressive.
I don't know what. That was like deep in the memory bank.
That's funny though. That's hilarious, actually.
Yeah, I didn't
remember.
remember.
How old were you when you made those?
Like 6.
Oh my god.
Like 6 or 7. I think it came out on VHS like 01.
You're making your own little Shirley. I
know.
can't.
I mean, clearly I shouldn't have been left alone making my own mocktails.
Goodness, you made a little mocktail at 6. I can't. That's just.
I'm telling you, it was mostly cherry. Yes, it was mostly cherry syrup.
So you. Dude.
It was not.
That's
barely
hilarious.
any soda.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, speaking of the VHS, I think I might have cut this out of last week's episode, but we did a photo shoot in air quotes for the podcast, and in it I'm wearing this, by the way, I'm wearing a Reptar shirt for people that can't see because Zoom cuts off weird, but I had that and the holy mecca of Nickelodeon. If you're not watching this on YouTube right now, I have an authentic
and it's
orange
halfway.
VHS. I know. Like, what part do you think this is at? This is probably at the karaoke bar. It's probably the karaoke bar.
Love that scene.
Karaoke bar part. But yeah, I wasn't Be Kind and Rewind because it's mine, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I have the orange VHS tape of Rugrats. Cool. In Paris. This is Rugrats in Paris dash the movie.
Dash. Yeah, I was just going to say that. I was like,
Mandela effect?
I was like, hold on. Why does it say?
When did it change to colon?
I mean.
I think I got Bearstein Baird.
I feel like somebody just decided to change that. I don't think that's really much of a Mandela effect. I don't know. I mean, potato. Who knows? Conspiracies. Since we're showing cool things,
show and tell.
Mine isn't nostalgic, but it's pretty cool. It's a signed picture from the voice actor, and yes, it's on the diaper, but I think that's the only legible area.
A genuine signature from the voice actor of Tommy Pickles herself.
Yes.
TikTok sensation.
Yes. Very proud of this. Shout out to my husband.
Yes.
Got it for me for my birthday.
That's personal gifts, A1. Like, she loves Tommy.
I got that. Well, he knew I loved the Rugrats. Like, especially Tommy was like my favorite. A baby's gotta do what a baby's gotta do. And then he got me this one. This is a little extra one. But bam! Because Bubbles.
Oh, bonus!
Was also my favorite.
Bubbles.
But yeah, so back to Rugrats. Going into the part that I was like most upset about was how they were like hostages with that weird guy. And the good part was that they eventually figured out how to maneuver the Reptar.
Yeah. So basically, for some reason, I thought that Stu was kind of like an Oscar Proud in this situation where he was not a good engineer. But apparently he's good to have 2 animatronics be in a big European play.
Not small little Chuck E. Cheese. These are like
this ain't your Chuck E. Cheese.
Skyscraper size.
Yeah. Big as the Eiffel Tower, one might even say.
Yeah, it was like a quarter size of it, I feel.
Yeah. But yeah, so it was like motion operated. So someone had to put on gloves and a helmet, and then like that was the actual movement, which is like pretty genius for 2000. Well, yeah, just 2000 era of technology. But yeah, so they put that on, and that's how they got to the wedding. So
and they stopped it, and he said no.
Yes, because they were going through. Chaz was just so sprung off of cocoa.
I don't understand. Like, what do you see in this woman, sir?
Well, they said he was desperate.
They called you Chad.
He called you Chad.
And gave you a golden inhaler. Like,
what? You know what? Yes, let's talk about the golden inhaler. How
does that even work? Dude?
How does that even work?
It's
I feel like
coaching, and it's like hella heavy. Like, it pumps all, like, it gives you double pumps. Like, that don't make no sense.
It does not seem practical in the slightest.
No.
Spike got a
He got
First
a
of all,
girl. Well,
yeah,
a girl dog.
One, he got a girl dog. Two, they didn't realize he was missing the entire movie.
That's what I was saying. I was
Third
like,
of
so
all,
you're telling me
he had a side story, which was pretty cool. Like they just cut away to like some, random moments and stuff like that.
But like, how did you not notice your dog was gone and you're in another
country
across the world from where you live and you're not worried that your dog is not there? Like,
I don't know if he was, playing Stray the entire visit. Maybe he would go back to the hotel. Home. Yeah. It was kind of hard to tell because there were kind of cut-ins. But speaking of the cut-ins, one of the cut-ins was paying homage to Lady and the Tramp.
Yes.
And I didn't realize how many Disney-inspired like moments happened in this movie. I don't know if they were like
the
Shrek style, like jabs at Disney. But yeah, like you said, wake me up when the hunchback
arrives.
It was that. It's a Small World, but it was the other one. It was
Ooey Gooey Land.
Ooey Gooey Land. Ooey Gooey Land. So basically, Euro Reptar Land is like a spoof of Disney World.
Yeah.
Or Disneyland. And so there's a ride on it with a very annoying song. That's a dark water ride, but it's a slime ride.
World is not a boring song.
But I want to say it's boring.
It's a beautiful song, Sharissa.
Oh, it's a Small World stand in the house.
It's a wonderful ride when it's hot outside.
Oh, yes, for sure.
You're just taking a long stroll.
Yes.
And all over the world. Those little dolls.
Yeah, it's not a necessarily boring song. Some people find it boring. I find it more so it's a song that gets stuck in your head and you're like, oh my God, why?
It's a world of laughter.
Yeah, no.
No, but how was the Ooey Gooey World one?
I don't know, but Chaz kept singing it, and then Coco was like, remind me to fire the guy that made this song.
Yes.
So it was like throwing jabs at It's a Small World and how stuck in your head It's a Small World song can be.
Mm-hmm. I think it still is a good movie. I think it's still pretty funny. I think it was made for parents and children so that the parents weren't like super bored when they were watching this movie. So for that, I do give them props because there was a lot of adult jokes in it. Not like nasty, but like things that kids would not understand.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that because I still liked it.
Yes. I was actually highlighting a couple of them. Like, with Betty when they're at the karaoke bar and it was like, oh, they're about to sing like the sumo wrestlers, and it's like, oh well, do re mi. And on the, I don't know if it was the plane. Yeah, it was on the plane when Dill like peed in his diaper and he's like, wee wee.
Yeah.
And I was like, see, he's speaking French already. These are so smart.
Yeah, they're clever.
I appreciate clever jokes that you have to rewatch something in order to get it. Not just like, not the lazy way we do now. Well, I do want to, one last thing, talking about the wedding. So yeah, Chaz didn't marry Coco, obviously, for obvious reasons. He ended up marrying Kira. I was like, oh, yay.
We got the ending we wanted.
Yes, but at that wedding, so it started with a wedding and ended with a wedding. And this time, Chucky is the Bob father. And the way he slicked back his hair, like, you come to me on my father's wedding.
I was like, oh.
Adorable.
And then he gets to dance with his new mommy.
Oh man, I bawled.
I was crying so bad. Like, on top of what I have going on, this was like times 10. I was like sobbing.
Yes. Oh wait, two more things. Susie. And just how iconic she is.
How she spoke French.
She's barely in the movie.
But she
let it be known that Angelica is just so jealous of the Black excellence. I was like, you better tell her, Susie. Like, she was speaking French and she was like, I forgot what she said, but it was like broken French.
Like
yeah. And then like she had to get the subtitles. So, yes, tell her, Susie. And then Susie was in the beginning at the grandpa's wedding.
Yes.
When Chucky was trying to dance.
Mhm.
Susie, I'm like, Susie's teaching them rhythm. Go ahead, Susie. It's the little things that you miss on how iconic she is. She was needed as a character.
She's amazing. I love her.
Yes.
She's hilarious. And her mama's a doctor. Come on.
Yes. Oh, yes.
What about her dad?
He is like a writer, like a show writer.
Oh.
He wrote for the whatchamacallit? Oh, Dummy Bears.
Ah.
He wrote for the TV show Dummy Bears. So you got a TV writer and a doctor for parents. It's just fantastic.
Great combo.
Yes. But yeah,
for a funny little kid.
On that note, let's get into our ratings. What did you rate it?
I rated it 9 out of 10 Ooey Gooey worlds.
Because we didn't really get into the iconicness of Reptar alone, that would be my rating system. I gave it 10 out of 10 Reptars.
Yeah, it was I would give it 9 out of 10 is just like...
It's my favorite out the 3 for sure.
Oh, definitely.
We have a quiz to do.
We do.
We are quizzing our retention skills again to see if we actually remember what we just watched.
Are we helping each other or are we just
we could phone a friend like last week.
Okay.
You can start us off.
Okay. What movie did Angelica see part of? Scarface, Goodfellas, The Godfather, or Casino? These are all really good movies, and they all kind of do, or not the same thing, but they're all kind of linked.
Oh, I guess it's gonna let you know at the end because you can change your answer.
Okay.
Oh man, this is gonna be harder. Whose famous voice is the DJ at Grandpa Lou's wedding?
Okay.
Casey Kasem, Suzanne Sardarin, Kelsey Grammer, Regis Philbin. Okay. So
first of all, I was a kid, so
yeah. I know Casey Kasem is relevant.
Yeah.
In this time period.
Like
he's iconic.
It was not Regis Philbin.
So I'm thinking Casey because I don't think it was a woman's voice.
It was a man's voice.
Yeah, so it was either Regis or Casey Kasem.
It was not Regis.
And I feel like Casey Kasem was like talked about in like Full House.
The 90s, yeah.
So I'm just gonna do that.
What does Stu? I was gonna say STU. My dying to wake up.
STU.
What does Stu first pick up when Kira calls him to go to Paris? Oh, easy. Baby powder, a clock, a baby bottle, or his watch.
What do the beds look like at the hotel? Bunk beds. Oh, Robo Snail. I was like, what's Robsonal?
Clearly need coffee or a nap.
Bunk beds, Robo Snail, a regular bed, Reptar's head.
What does Angelica eat under Coco's desk? Bonbons, chocolates, cookies, gummy bears. Oh, frick. I'm between two.
Oh, wait, hold on. Am I between two?
I'm between two now.
What are the two you're in between?
It was between chocolates and cookies.
Oh, okay.
Because it wasn't gummy bears because I remember her face was dark.
Yeah.
So it had to be chocolates or cookies. Help me.
Do you want help?
I mean, I'm just going to go
Well,
cookies.
hold on. What's a bonbon?
Isn't that like a marshmallow?
Is it like a chocolate marshmallow? Because I was between chocolate and bonbons, but I think it's chocolate. Like almost like a truffle stuffed chocolate.
Bonbon. A bonbon looks like marshmallows from what I Googled.
Okay, so I think
also chocolate bonbons.
Because it's French, but I think I'm gonna just go with chocolate. I don't think they were trying to be too fancy.
Okay, I'm gonna change mine to chocolate then.
What does Coco give Chaz as a gift? A golden pen, a golden eyeglass case, a gold rim glasses, or a golden inhaler?
I think the glasses would have been a better gift
than
a gold. Never mind.
Oh, I forgot to mention that Chaz was giving me Zach vibes from Dragon Tales. I'm like, oh man, but at least he owns up to it. He's like, I need an inhaler. I have sinus drainage problems. I'm like, okay, you got issues, Chaz. It's
you
fine.
have to use this. When does Chaz decide to marry Coco?
Ooh.
At the Japanese restaurant, when she recites his favorite poem, after the ooey gooey ride, after the Reptar show. I think I know which one it is. If
Me
you
too.
need to.
I think I got it. Oh, man. Oh, no, never mind. I know. What does Kimmy draw on the blackboard? Reptar, a dog, her mom, the princess.
That part was cute.
It's a pickle with legs.
You got it. When does Coco's wedding? Oh, why am I reading things so wrong?
It is, well, okay, full disclosure, it is Monday afternoon, people. We normally do this on a Saturday when we're all, yay, it's the weekend. Now we're like, oh, it's the beginning of the week. So we are a little out of it.
All
Sorry, this isn't your proper finale, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. What does Coco's wedding dress look like? A regular wedding dress, a penguin, a peacock, a swan.
I wish it was a penguin.
She looked ridiculous. Not cute. I guess it was designer, but whatever.
I guess it was designer. Oh, man. What does Spike eat with his poodle friend? Spaghetti, pizza, meatballs, hamburgers. We got one word answers.
What
kind of what do you think this is? High school.
Who becomes Chucky's new mommy? Kira, Coco, Kimmy, the princess.
I almost put the wrong one.
Oh God.
That was terrible.
Oh, what? How am I gonna remember that?
Okay. Which eye on Chucky's Wawa bear has a green eye? First of all, didn't know it had a green eye. I know it has a bite taken out of its ear. Why didn't you ask me that? No one was looking at the eyes. They were distracted by the bite taken out of his ear.
Sorry, I'm looking it up because I'm
no cheating. This. Stop. Guess.
Fine.
Okay, I'll tell you my guess. I don't want it to influence yours, but the bite was taken out of the right ear. So I'm assuming it's the left eye because there's too much wrong going on the right side.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking by default, but I think I don't know.
Okay. 13. I read ahead. 13 what? Stupid.
Finish this sentence. Hey lady, ever hear of a beep? It's not a beep. I'm sorry. It says think exercise.
Hey lady, ever heard of a jumping jack? Hey lady, ever heard of a burpee? Hey lady, ever heard of a treadmill? Oh, got it.
It's a treadmill?
But wait, she said it wrong.
I don't remember.
She said, hey lady, ever heard of a thigh master? But it wasn't thigh master. She said something else. Because it was the lady in front of her, cut in front of her to get cake at the wedding. Angelica.
Sheesh.
So she said, hey lady, ever heard of a thigh master? But it wasn't thigh. I think she said a guy master, but I'm putting thigh.
Sheesh, cutthroat.
I know. I was like, oh my God. Like, leave it to 2000s to be insensitive. Who starts the cake fight? Oh, Dill, Lil, Tommy, Phil.
Was it Dill?
I think it was. Threw it at Angelica, right?
I think so.
Let's go with Dill. Dill was destructive. He whooped Coco with his rattle.
Bonk. And he threw up on her.
Yes. Lipshit says that means he likes you. Oh no, he gave you a gift.
You know, I've always laughed at that doctor's name. Like, literally spell it out.
Is that like, is this spelled out how it's
literally spelled that way? And that means he's literally blabbering poop. Isn't that
That's
funny?
Just like boucher or whatever, however you say.
Oh.
La boucher is mouth.
Oh.
So it's like, she's all talk, all rude,
Lip shits.
loud mouth.
Lip shits. Keep saying it, people, until you get it. And you're like,
if
wow.
you know, you know.
What does Angelica wear to Chaz and Kira's wedding? Oh, man. A blue kimono, a yellow kimono, a purple kimono, a green kimono. I'm thinking yellow because she always wears yellow. That's all I can. I do not remember what kimono. I was going to say kimono.
It was a kimono.
But I don't remember what color it was.
I'm just guessing a random one.
I'm going to say yellow because she always wears yellow.
All right. Submit my answers.
Oh, okay.
Did I get any wrong?
So...
I got them all right except for the thigh master because it was how she said it wrong.
A thigh blaster.
She said thigh blaster.
I'm so mad.
Ugh.
I got 12 out of 15.
All right, so I'll read off the answers. So for number 1, the answer was The Godfather. 2, it was Casey Kasem. Stu picked up a baby bottle. The beds were Reptar's head. Angelica was eating chocolates under Coco's desk. Coco gave Jazz. Whoa, wrong show. Coco gave Chaz a golden inhaler. Chaz decided to marry Coco after the Reptar show. Kimmy drew Reptar on the blackboard, aka a pickle with legs. Coco's wedding dress was a peacock. Spike and the poodle ate pizza.
I thought it was spaghetti because I was thinking of Lady and the Tramp.
No, they didn't put it too spot on.
I was like,
yeah. Chucky's new mommy is Kira, but my misclick said Kimmy.
Oh no!
I was like, oh no, but I changed it to Kira. That's why I started laughing. Our logic was right. Wawa's green eye is on his left.
Nice.
It was a thigh blaster. And not a thigh master.
You were close.
Yes. I knew the exercising. Wasn't I said treadmill? I was like, oh, I remember.
Your face of like, I got it. It was like perfect.
I can't.
It was Jill who started the cake
Dill
fight.
started the cake fight, and Angelica wore a green kimono to Chaz and Kira's wedding. I was like, yellow, yeah, but I'm like, her hair's blonde. That would have washed her out.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Susie wore yellow.
You know what?
But I don't know.
I'm sleepy. And I thought I mixed Angelica and Susie.
How tired are you? Are you in REM? Like, what? Confuse Angelica and Susie?
I know.
Well, we'll wrap things up here so you can take a nap.
I'm so mad, but yeah. So much failure.
Well, sorry to end this season out on failure, but we are sorry.
We are officially done with this season.
Yes, let us know. We need some crowdsourcing. We
need some real feedback for reals.
Yes,
like,
so we know
need
what
to know
change.
What to do, what not to do.
Yes,
what you like, what you dislike. Like,
do y'all hate movies?
Like, we want honest answers and honest ratings, honest everything, so that we can improve for next season. Yes.
So we will be back on June 4th. Don't know with what yet. We are going to meet on it and
we're going to discuss that.
We are going to be doing block shooting again, meaning we're just going to record a bunch and then release. So they are going to be out of order again, all the other stuff. Not that you guys care, but just to let you know, just in case, like some things like we said we hated quizzes and you hear a quiz, it's because we recorded some before we got your feedback. So, yeah.
All right. Well, on that note,
bye. See you next month. Bye.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Friday Night Lineup. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Friday Night Lineup, for the video version of this podcast. Also, make sure to follow our Instagram and Twitter at TFNL_pod for more updates. And while you're there, give us some suggestions on what we should watch next. Talk to you next week. Bye.